There is so much to talk about with the New York Giants right now. A news dump here on a Tuesday afternoon with some breaking news as Joe Schoen has gone out and signed a cornerback. There are rumors heating up also that he could be releasing Jalin Hyatt from this football team. He was a healthy scratch this past Sunday. And the Giants, they worked out 12 players today, including a former Pro Bowl wide receiver. A lot to talk about. Before we do, though, I encourage you to go down right now and hit that big red sub button and help us get to our goal of 100,000 subscribers. We put out multiple videos for free every day on your New York Giants. So if you want that and you love Big Blue, hit that sub button right now. This is New York Giants Now by Chat Sports, and I am your host, Marshall Green. I scripted out a full Kayvon Thibodeaux trade rumor video today, and then we got hit with a boatload of New York Giants news. So tomorrow morning, I'll push out and give you guys the video of the Kayvon Thibodeaux trade rumor reaction. For me, let's start with this, though. Malik Nabers, who had not yet had his ACL surgery, had it today. It supposedly went well, and Ian Rappaport is reporting he should be ready for the start of the 2026 NFL season. Great news for the Giants. They need Malik Nabers out on this football field, and I miss watching this guy play football. Shout out to Ryan Dunleavy, who put out an article where on the NewYorkPost.com, go check him out and support him. He said, here's my interview with an orthopedic surgeon on why Malik Nabers waited so long and his timetable for return. It read, quote, the typical return to play for an ACL injury is about 9 to 12 months. You'd really be right at the beginning of the window. I think he would be back to doing training on the field. Whether or not he is ready to actually play in July or the next few months is still up in the air. Everyone, their rehab stints go different. Hopefully with Malik Nabers, he's a quick healer, and he's going to be out there. I know he'll attack this rehab, and he'll do everything he can under his power to get out there ASAP. Show him some love. Type those number ones down in the comment section. We are all wishing the best for you, Mr. Malik Nabers. All right, some other breaking news for the New York Giants. Joe Schoen trying to add some talent to this football team, and he is doing so today on the waiver wire. The Giants claimed cornerback Jarrick Bernard-Converse off waivers. He has played 5 defensive snaps in 5 games for the Cleveland Browns this year. He has 15 career defensive snaps in 3 years in the NFL, but he does have 241 career special teams snaps. So that is where I see Bernard-Converse helping out the New York Giants the most. They are a little dinged up in that cornerback room. Maybe the Giants think that he can contribute in that department, so TBD, but I see this more as a special teams move as a 6'1", 205-pound, 25-year-old corner out of LSU is now on the Giants after spending a couple years with the Jets, then was on the Browns before he was released this week. With him joining the active roster, the Giants had to make a roster move, that being Cam Scadaboo to IR. His season is officially done, and we don't get to watch him play football anymore. He did have surgery on Monday at a nearby Philly hospital. It was classified as an emergency surgery, and it reportedly went well. He has been discharged, and the Giants have released a statement saying he is on his road to recovery. So we are wishing the best for Mr. Scadaboo. Type those 44s down below. The Giants also did some practice squad shuffling around as well. Swayze Bosman, welcome back. He's back on the practice squad, and goodbye to Juice Wells. He was only here for a week after being signed last week, and now he has been released, the former pass catcher for Jaxson Dart in college. They did work out 12 players today. One of those being a former Pro Bowl wide receiver. We'll talk about that around the corner. First, though, I got to tell you guys about our sponsor of today's show, GLD. If you're looking for a chain, go to GLD.com. Use that promo code chat. You're going to get 50% off as well as a free chain. It's an awesome deal, and all the information is clickable down in the comments and description of today's video. Buying men's jewelry used to be a nightmare. It was a low quality, it was low quality junk that snapped after a week, or it was insanely overpriced with ridiculous markups. That's why I rock with GLD. You're getting quality pieces that are built to last without breaking the bank. And unlike a lot of other companies, GLD only uses real gold. None of that cheap stuff. What I love about them is that every single stone is meticulously hand set and every single piece is guaranteed for life. It's literally built to last for the rest of your life. And they hooked me up with this awesome chain as well as this awesome New York Knicks pendant. So if you're a Knicks fan, you can get a Knicks pendant and chain as well as a New York Giants pendant in chain. They have official collabs with the NFL, NBA, WNBA, MLB, NCAA, MLS, and even DC Comics. Chains and pendants that let you rep what you love. Work hard and change the game. For a limited time only, new customers are getting an insane deal. Use code CHAT to get 50% off plus a free chain at GLD.com. That's 50% off and a free chain with the code CHAT at GLD.com. After you purchase, they will ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them Chat Sports sent you. Alrighty, former Pro Bowl wide receiver Diontae Johnson worked out for the New York Giants today. We did a video a couple of weeks ago at this point talking about some Malik Nabers replacements. Obviously, no one's replacing Malik Nabers, but Diontae Johnson was a name that I put on that list. At the age of 29, I still think there could be some juice to squeeze out of this football player. He's had some success in the National Football League before, starting his career with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But really, since he left the Steelers, it hasn't really gone all that well. This is a player that can come into the Giants. If they do sign him, nothing is official at this point. It'll all be dependent on how that workout went. But man, in 2024, it didn't go well for him. Playing for a handful of teams. He had 33 grabs for 375 yards in 12 games. He did have 3 touchdowns. The year before that, 51 grabs for 717 yards and 5 touchdowns. He was really good, though, with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He had a 3-year run from 2020 to 2022 where he had 80-plus catches in 3 straight years, over 880 yards in 3 straight years, and he touched the end zone 15 times. Is that player still there? I don't know. Does he still want to play in the NFL? I think so if he's working out for teams. Do you want him on your NFL roster? That is the discussion that we're going to have. We have a Ravens channel here at Chat Sports. We have a Texans channel here at Chat Sports. And we have a Browns channel here at Chat Sports. And a Steelers channel. I don't know if I already said that. Talked to my guy Jack Sperry, who hosts the Steelers channel. He told me, man, he can get open. He is a great route runner. He can run every route on the tree. He creates separation. He's also someone that wasn't really liked that much on the team. And the Steelers, they traded him to the Carolina Panthers because, quote, they didn't like the influence he was having on George Pickens. So then he's traded to the Panthers, plays 7 games there. A lot of stuff goes on. He's then traded to the Ravens. And in his last game with the Baltimore Ravens, they told him to go get in the game. He was on the sideline dressed out. They told him to get in the game. He said, nah, I'm good. So they cut him. Then the Houston Texans picked him up. Played 1 game with them. Then he publicly complained about his targets. He was loud and obnoxious in the locker room, and they cut him. Then he re-signed with the Baltimore Ravens after that, didn't play another game. He then joined the Cleveland Browns in the offseason, and he was cut in the preseason. Talked to my guy Moose, who was doing Browns videos at the time, and he said he wasn't really that good, and he was kind of being a locker room issue there as well. So this is a guy that has talent. He's had success in this league, but when you play for 4 teams in the last year and 5 teams since 2023, and it seems like there was trouble on every single stop, I don't know if I want you added to my football team. But the Giants, they are thin at that wide receiver spot. Like, you got little Jordan Humphrey on the practice squad, but he can't be elevated to the active roster anymore. His game day elevations are up. And are you going to roll with Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson, Bo Collins, Gunnar Olszewski? Jalin Hyatt was a healthy scratch. You have Ray McLeod as well. That doesn't really solve the issue. So maybe they sign him, maybe they don't. I'm sure we'll get an answer on that here relatively soon. Also, there's going to have to be another move on this team if the Giants still want to play little Jordan Humphrey on game days, because he's at a game day elevations from the practice squad. So they would need to sign him to the active roster if they want him to play, for instance, this Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers. And what's going to happen with Jalin Hyatt? Could he potentially get cut? We're hearing some rumors out there that after he was a healthy scratch and the Giants may be wanting to add a little Jordan Humphrey to the active roster, that they may move on from Jalin Hyatt. Or they go to Ray McCloud these next couple of weeks and see what he can bring and leave little Jordan on the practice squad and then make a decision. I do think we are getting close and days could be numbered for Jalin Hyatt as a New York Giant. When it comes to Deontay Johnson, look, the Giants are desperate at receiver. Whether it's him, another move, a trade, I think the Giants need to make a move. I don't mind working out Johnson. You're trying to see if anything is there, and you're trying not to trade any future draft picks. I get that. But, man, I just don't know how for 9 more games you can roll out the supporting cast of skill position players you did against the Eagles around Jaxson Dart for 9 more football games. I just don't understand how you can do that. Look, I don't want to be disrespectful here, but it is the worst pass-catching group in the NFL. Like, it just is. And I'm tired of the Giants running 2 tight end sets and going 4 wide. Like, you're not giving yourself an advantage to be successful. You're seeing Slayton, Robinson, Theo Johnson, and Daniel Bellinger all in a spread formation for the Giants. It's very gimmicky what the Giants are doing, and they're able to score some points right now, but you need to get some playmakers, some skill guys, and separation guys as well, and people that could catch the football as well. That would be pretty important, in my opinion. The Giants worked out 12 players today. Israel Abanikanda, the running back out of Pittsburgh, I really liked him in the NFL draft process. He's bounced around a couple of different spots, had some injuries. He was explosive in college, extremely fast. We'll see if the Giants decide to bring him in. They also brought in Isaiah Bolden, Darrington Evans, O'Donnell Fortune, once a Giant, always a Giant. Jaron Hall, a quarterback. People are like, Marshall, we signed a quarterback. They needed someone to throw the ball to all these receivers and running backs. There's Diontae Johnson. They worked out Jalin Johnson as well, the wide receiver from East Carolina. Montrell Johnson, the running back from Florida. Jalen Kimber, Penn State. Jarius Monroe, DB out of Tulane. And Danicio Slaughter. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but they did work him out as well. We'll see if they make any moves on that front. When it comes to the Giants DB room now at corner, it looks like this. You added Bernard-Converse. Art Green, remember, he left that game on Sunday hurt. Cordell Flott left that game hurt. Paulson Adebo is hurt. And you are razor thin there as well. You're desperate at corner. You're desperate at wide receiver. I don't blame Joe Schoen for doing what he's doing. You're trying to find answers. I actually prefer to go to all the different depths that you possibly can. But man, oh man, it's a bare cupboard for the Giants right now at corner as well as wide receiver. A lot of news broke today. Appreciate everybody who watched the video to the end. If you did, hit that thumbs up icon and make sure you are following me on social media.